W-9.
Okay. I haven't did the W-9 since 2016. The everything should be the same because it's the same. The only thing I would say is Burger King, but they went over to a different company. Because it's a franchise that changed names to Phoenix Food, but the corporate name is Burger King. So I haven't redid I haven't redid anything with the human resource because it's been the same since 2016.
Yeah,
So
it can be the same, but you gotta remember the tax brackets change every year.
okay,
Earned income credit, all that good stuff. All of that stuff changes every year. So even if you have your information the same, those tax brackets, everything with the IRS, it changes every year.
okay,
This is my first year with TurboTax. I've learned a lot more about how TurboTax works. I apologize. I've learned a lot more about how the IRS works. So I'm reading up a lot of articles on the IRS. If you actually take the time and read it, like you'll learn a lot about what's going on with our money and our
okay.
taxes.
Thank you. But
Okay, so definitely check that out for sure. Okay.
okay. So tell me, so that alarmed you there, and then okay, so with the tax bracket, so when you say the tax bracket changed, okay, so I guess so we're gonna continue. So that's one alarm, a signal saying, okay, maybe something's wrong there because it's too low. You were saying, okay,
I think it's low. I mean, you were paid $18,379.34, but out of taxes, you only paid $468.59.
yes, that doesn't sound right because that's saying that my check is the exact pretty much yes, that definitely does not sound right.
Okay. So I would definitely make sure that you see if that number is correct with your human resource department or your payroll department is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, they really irritated me. Okay, okay. Oh,
It's okay.
no,
I just want to
I
make
mean,
sure that.
I apologize.
No, you good. You good. You good.
Mm-mm.
I do want to make sure boxes 7 through 11 is 40.
It's blank. He said
Yep.
make sure.
Boxes
You want to
7,
make sure
8, 9, 10,
through
11.
11.
Yes, they are blank.
I do want to make sure that 12A through 12B is blank.
That they are blank.
Want to make sure that there is nothing clicked for box 13.
There's nothing in box 13.
There is nothing for 14 or any category after 14.
No.
15, we have Maryland as a state. We have the employer state ID number. And then we have $18,379.34 for the state wages. And then for the state income tax, we have $530.88. Is that correct?
That is correct.
For the associated tax, as well as box 18, 19, and 20, we have that at 0.
Yep, or blank.
Okay. So let's go ahead and hit continue. Now we're going to move to the digital form. So we want to go ahead and make sure we have that pulled up and let me know when you're ready in just a moment. So it says double check these amounts match what on your W2. See right there? That
Okay.
just tells me right there the computer agrees with me. Double check these amounts.
Okay.
Match what
I
on
need
your
a pen,
W2
money.
from
Write
Phoenix
this
Food.
down.
Okay, give me 1 second.
We're gonna just hold on. We're making a note. Making notes. Where's that book?
Okay.
It's behind you, but the pen.
It's right here, behind me.
Yep.
Okay, wage tips. Okay, and it says federal income tax withheld. $468.59. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to send a digital copy of the second W-2 to my other
Okay.
device so
Take
we
your
can
time.
look it up. Okay, 1 second. Put it on mute. It's on mute.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask him about what the manager did. I thought it was okay, but then that was just one time. I got $800. It wasn't. I've been getting 600, 650 for the past 2 weeks. I mean, for the past year. So 600 between 600 and 640.
All right, so
That doesn't.
let me email this. Okay. Download it here. Slowly. Okay.
He's off mute.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted to ask him a question?
Hi. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm still here.
Okay. There was a time last year around May, the manager said that I can like have a one check without taxes taken out. It was where my check has always been between 600 and 650 for the past for the past years. I said 2 3 years since I had the same hours. So that hasn't changed. But he said, if I, because I was trying to get, figure out how I can get extra money, extra hours, whatever. He said that's one check. If without your, I can make it so that your taxes will not be taken out, and it'll be a little bit more, but not a lot more. And then my check was, instead of being $600 to $650, it was $850. But that only happened one time. He only did it once. Could that have done something?
That is a tax preparer question. I absolutely have no idea. I do apologize about that.
Okay, that only happened one
You would have to
time.
ask.
It,
Yeah, you would have to ask the tax preparer because I couldn't answer that because I'm not licensed in order to answer that question.
okay,
So I have no idea. I didn't even know that they could even do it one time, and I'm almost 40 years old. So if that employer in that particular state was able to make something shake like that, then unfortunately, with me being in Florida and me never hearing of that before, I absolutely don't know how to answer that for you, and I do apologize about that.
okay.
Yes, ma'am. Did you have any other questions before we begin with the second W-2?
No, that was it was just I was just trying to figure out what happened. That's all. Because
Okay. I
I
would definitely speak to a tax preparer on that one, or someone who knows a little bit about taxes, or the IRS is always giving free advice. So if you want to call the IRS, they can definitely give you that information.
236.21.
I know a lot of people are a little bit more intimidated by them, but I mean, ultimately, as long as you're, paying your taxes and doing what you're supposed to do, they're probably the easiest people to work with as far as anything, any company you can work with when it comes to paying bills or making sure that, you take care of it. So I would call them or I would call a tax preparer and ask them that question just to make sure that didn't mess up anything for you. Ultimately, I don't think so because that seems like it's a little bit more of that. That's only $200. So
Right.
$200 increase on that. That just seems like that wouldn't be the issue, from my personal opinion.
Okay.
But that's just I'm not a licensed professional, so I can't give you that.
Right.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hit the add edit again right here, and then we're gonna go down to the second W-2 and start working on that, making sure that all the information is correct. So we can go ahead and hit the Whole Foods Market edit button. Alrighty. So we want to make sure that the employer EIN number is correct.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm pulling up the PDF now just to make sure. There we go. Okay. You said the employee ID. Let me make sure. 52 171 Yes, that's correct.
All right, and we go down and hit continue. All right, so I have the wages as $3,809.87.
That is correct.
I have the box 2 as $249.43.
That's correct.
See how this looks a little bit more legit to me, guys.
Okay.
3,000, and that's just $200 less basically than what you have out of that 18,000 one. If that makes any sense.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. That's a big difference.
That's a very big difference. Right here, you have box 3, $3,809.87.
Yes.
Box 4, you have $236.21.
Yes.
We have box 5 the same amount as what's in box 1 and 3.
Yes.
$3,809.87. And then Medicare tax withheld is $55.24.
Yes.
I don't have anything all the way from box 7 all the way to box 12B.
Yep, they're all blank.
I don't have anything is checked under box 13 at all.
Yep, that is blank.
I don't have anything in box 14 all the way into at the category.
Yep, that is blank.
And then I have the 8 wages and tips for box 16 is $3,809.87.
Yes.
And then I have box 17 is $238.10.
Yes.
Associated tax in box 18, 19, and 20, I have blank.
Yes.
And then I have continue. All right, so your tax due so far, just from what is on the sheets, and if everything is correct, it's stating that you owe 182. This amount isn't final yet. Once we have all your income, we'll dig into the tax breaks. Let's see, like deductions and credits to get you your best possible income outcome, and then what I need you to do. Let's increase your tax income by that same amount. Give me 1 second. It looks like the Whole Foods one is the one that's really affecting the return, though. The 3,000 you made at Whole Foods was last increases your taxable income by that same amount. Your paychecks towards your taxes. Let's go ahead and hit. How did you calculate 182? supposed to pay $930, but you only paid $748, which brought up to the amount of the $182. Go ahead and hit this one right here where it says how is the $930 of your total tax return calculated? Oh, is this it right here? Is this what you were talking about? So we're taking an early withdrawal or making an access contribution to the IRA or tax favored account? Was this the job that you took that you did the 1 month?
The 1 month.
The
It
1
says
month you were telling me about?
Whole Foods. I worked there for uh, when you say job, are you talking about the $850 versus the $650?
Yeah, was it the job right here or was it the other job?
It was Phoenix Foods. And it was only one check. It wasn't for a month. It was just 1 2 week check. I get paid every 2
1 2
weeks.
week check?
Yep, every bi-weekly, and it was just one check.
Was it this particular job that we're working on right now or no?
No, it's not. It wasn't Whole Foods. It was
Okay, was it the other one?
the other
Okay.
one that's 18,000. That I made 18,000.
Okay. Okay. All right. Awesome. You can go back to continue.
Okay. So what was that message
It
again?
doesn't look like your problem is coming from the other one, but I would still get that checked out because that's still a quite significant amount of money that isn't there. You're gonna answer the one that applies to you. Of course, I already know which one it is, but answer the one that applies to you, which it looks like you may have already got it checked. All right, perfect. You hit continue.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go down here. You're gonna hit continue. All right, and then Coinbase, is this right here? Is this investments and things? Even though I know this doesn't really have anything to do with the owing of the state tax, do you want to go through these?
You said it doesn't really have anything to do with it. Okay.
I don't think it really does have because the 182 is coming straight from that one W2. It's not coming from this information at all.
Okay.
But we can go through these to make sure if the information is correct that you input it. It's up to you.
What do you think, Money?
No,
He said
because when I transferred everything, it was
basic.
yeah, it just
Correct.
took a minute.
He
Yeah.
said no. That's okay.
Okay, so hit done with income.
Okay.
Once you hit done with income, let's see what comes up.
What's that up there?
Oh, that's it.
Nothing's coming up. Let's just give it a few moments.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's if you want max. Max is basically where something happens to where you're audited from now until whatever that case may be with the IRS, and you'll have a representative from TurboTax to go and talk on your behalf. So either you're gonna hit if you want it, you're gonna hit one of these. If you don't want it, then you're gonna hit premium only.
Okay. So right now we don't want it, right?
Right.
Okay.
So you're gonna hit premium only.
Okay.
And then you're going to go ahead and check the information. All right, you want to verify the information that's there.
Everything looks right.
Yep, that's correct.
Everything's correct.
All right, you're going to go ahead and continue. You're going to answer that question and then continue.
Okay.
Sure. Oh, yeah. So no.
can answer that question and hit continue. Alrighty, so it's asking about tax breaks, traditional and both IRA contributions, gas or medical expenses or charitable donation. Sometimes those help people. Most of the time it doesn't. It's up to you if you want to, or if you have those available documents in order to put information in. Otherwise, you would just go ahead and continue.
Okay.
We'll continue here.
Is it frozen on your side?
No.
Okay. Maybe have to restart my side. Okay. So it's asking you. Can you go ahead and hit that minimize button, please, and then drag me right down here for me, please? Take out money from my retirement early. So you took out money from a retirement plan early?
I did.
Okay. Let's see if we can reduce your early withdrawal penalty. So there is a penalty for that. So let's go ahead and hit continue. And then you're going to answer the questions to the best of your ability.
What did it say?
Just let us know what type of plans you withdrew money from.
It's
It'll be the
traditional.
qualified retirement plan.
Okay.
The other one's non-qualified annuity.
Okay.
And modified endowment contract, which neither of those.
Okay.
So yeah, it would have to be the retirement plan.
Okay.
All right, so these situations may lower if you have any of those particular added up receipts or information or forms, then you would go ahead and enter that information. If not, you will just go ahead and hit continue at the bottom.
Yep, that's what I saw last time. And there's the 37 I mentioned before.
Okay. All right. So he hit continue, and now he's on the last page. It says 37.
All right, so you're going to go ahead and continue.
Okay.
Alrighty. So it looks like you're going to just, here's your retirement IRA distribution affect your income. It's not bad. All right. If everything looks good, you're going to go ahead and continue.
Yep. This one was the Roth, and this one was the traditional.
Okay. One was the Roth, the other one was traditional.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
All right, it's always good to take the standard deduction because the itemization deduction does kind of hurt people a lot more. Itemization deduction is basically when you save all your receipts and you keep everything and then you enter it all in. But this one is standard, so that's why it's giving you a income lowered of 61%. So if everything looks good, you're gonna hit continue.
Okay. So standard.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and let's keep going. Unless you have uncommon talk situations you want to go through. If you want to go back to that, you can. More than welcome to do so if you had additional stuff that I don't know about.
Oh no, it's okay.
Okay. Go ahead and hit check my info. Go ahead and hit continue. All right, so let's see. You are going to go ahead and hit, oh, there's what I was looking for right there. So this is more of a breakdown. I mean, not my favorite breakdown, but if you want to go ahead and read through that, then I think the next one is the one that I like.
Okay.
So
Read through it,
go ahead and
Mike.
get the
That's
detailed
mine.
view of your numbers. I think it might be this one. Oh, here we
No
go.
legs. Read through it slowly.
So in your particular area of Maryland, you guys paid 97% towards your blended tax rate last year. It has increased for 2024 to a 10.3. That's the inflation and tax brackets, by the way.
Okay.
Your tax liability was $543. This is how much you were supposed to pay last year. This is how much you paid last year, and then this is basically what you refund was amount last year. This was what your tax liability, what you should have paid this year. This is basically what you paid instead, and then this is basically what you owe right here. That amount right here, taxes by basically this, the taxable income of the 8,999. But I usually just kind of focus on this amount right here, this amount right here, the amount that was paid, of course, and then bring it to a negative 182.
So I do owe this money.
Yeah, and I do apologize about that because you definitely put everything correctly. We went through every single line, and it does look like that you owe the 182.
So
There's
and
something that changed
something changed.
from last year until this year. And you said you had the 1 month of job for last year for 2024.
At Whole
But
Foods.
I know that this changed. This definitely changed. But the tax brackets as well as the inflation and tax definitely changed as well. Because a 9.7 going to a 10.3 is a point three. That's a 0.6 increase.
And also last year, is there I don't know if you can pull up quickly, but can you the what you show money? Can you turn the light on? Okay, he's turning on the light. Because you said the 18,000 that from Phoenix Food, $379 and some odd cents. The 468 federal tax withheld was too low. Is it my so last year, because I filed with TurboTax last year, and but it was under Fantastic Foods, which is still Burger King. Is there a way you can pull that up to see what the federal tax withheld was then? Because nothing has my hours were pretty much the same. I made this the 18,000 sounds exactly like what my average has been, a little bit give or take for the years. Is there a way you can pull it up, or we can go and see that? Because that then you say that
From
was
last year,
last year, yeah.
you talking about your federal your federal tax withheld last year?
Yes, because you said that
Oh, okay.
that
Yeah,
was
so
that
I
was the
wouldn't be
first
able to pull that
alarm.
up.
Yeah, is there
Yeah,
a
I
way?
wouldn't be able to pull that up. I do apologize, but you would be able to pull that up. Let me show you how to get there. Because
Okay.
I won't be able to see the screen. So once I get to a certain screen, I won't be able to see it.
Oh,
In the top left hand corner.
will it disconnect us?
No, I won't disconnect. I just won't be able to see the screen. I won't be able to help you or advise you from 2023 tax return.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're going to hit the clamps at the top left hand corner,
Okay.
and then you're going to go ahead and hit document, and then come on over here to this area right here, and then just pop up, and then you're going to change that right there to 2023,
Okay.
and then you're going to hit download PDF, and that's all of your documents, your tax documents for 2023.
Okay.
So go ahead and pull those up, Imani, please. Just see a huge difference. Oh, it was. So, what's the tax withheld? How much did I make?
Oh, hold on.
Okay. Excuse me.
Okay, so you made 19,283. Let's see here. Capital gain or loss. 90. Adjustments of income. Standard deductions and itemized deductions for 13,850. Is that it?
Okay, we pulled up the 1040, and now he's looking for the federal tax withheld. Is that deductions he's asking
Let's see.
for 2023? Where will we find?
Would it be standard deductions or itemized deductions from Schedule A?
Let me see. I'm gonna have to ask Google because I don't really know about tax forms. I just know how to put the stuff in the system.
Oh,
Where is the federal tax withheld on a federal tax return document? Hold on. It might not say that. Federal income tax withheld 40. It should be line 17.
Line
It's
17.
line 17. Or
Line.
line 25A.
Okay, line 25A says 960.
Does it give you a heading for which one does it say federal withholding?
Okay, it says federal income tax withheld from
Yep.
25A being the W-2, and it says 960.
Okay. Yep. That's what Google's giving me.
okay, 960, and I made 19,000 22
19,677.
19,677.
And this one's so it's about $1,000 difference, which so there's a $400 approximately missing from. I don't think that equals up right.
Because it says 960. Let me write it down.
Yeah. It says you paid 960 from the W-2 last year, and this one, and this one is saying you only paid 468, and you made $1,000 less than last year.
I don't know how. I don't, I'm still trying to. So. So do you think this is where the issue may be, where I'm owing money, sir?
I mean, hypothetically, I'm not too sure. I mean, I do apologize about that. The system is, I mean, what the one W-2 is made you go back. The one W-2 made TurboTax ask you again if the numbers from the first W-2 was correct. The second one just automatically just told you that, hey, this is how much you paid. You were supposed to pay this much actually, but this is how much you owe. Ultimately, you would have to go back to your employer, to the payroll department, especially if they keep switching, and find out exactly if, what's going on and see if they can be able to rectify the situation for you.
Okay.
I would just go through both of them. I mean, when it comes to something like that, I want to make sure.
Yeah, just make sure payroll department.
Give me one moment.
Okay. And how much was it? Money said 19,000 and what?
19,283, and this one is 18,379. So
18,279, 19,000.
so a $900 difference for the most part. $900 less than what you made last year.
I can ask them too.
Sorry about that.
That's
Go
okay.
ahead.
Okay. I would, okay, I'm okay. And so that's it. I was just still, just trying to. So I'm gonna definitely ask to make sure they check everything. I just want to see why would I owe money? That's like, and that one, the what the manager did, in reference to, the $200 more. It was just one check. It wasn't, it didn't happen no more. It was just one check. He said everything should just be okay. You can only do it once, so that would not. I'm just thinking that I was like that wouldn't cause me to owe almost.
I agree with you. I don't believe that would be the problem
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. That was
I would
just
just make sure my W-9s, people my W-9s look at. I do know that it's different from when I was coming up a long time ago. They would be able to give you advice as far as what's the best thing for you to do with your taxes, like how to fill out the W-9, what to put as far as 0, 1, 2, and stuff like that. But we live in America. Someone's always messing up something or suing and things like that. And then the next thing I know, probably about 8 years ago, 10 years ago, they no longer advise you of that information anymore. They don't tell you what to put down. They don't kind of give you advice about that. HR just kind of stays clear from that now. So I don't know if they were sued. I don't know if what was happening with that or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, they don't give the same tax advice because usually human resources has adequate enough information or payroll can be able to help you with information like that. But again, we live in a country where we mess up things all the time, or people mess up things all the time, so therefore they don't do that anymore. So I would just go ahead and go through the W-9 and see exactly, make sure that all of your numbers are correct, make sure you're good to go, what's on there. You can ask them like, what does this mean, but they shouldn't be able to advise you or guide you into what you should put. They should be able to only just answer the questions that you have.
that's payroll. Is that correct?
Payroll or human resources, correct.
Okay, or human resource. Okay.
Or human resources.
Okay. I think. Thank you.
Alrighty.
That you have been so.
My pleasure.
You've been very, very healthy. Helpful.
It's okay. Thank you.
I
Was
mean,
I able to go ahead and answer all your questions today?
I think so. There was one more question. So okay, this is just one more. So if
Go ahead.
the best way to with if payroll say if I figure out I go through payroll, they say okay, these numbers, this is what we have, and I say wait a minute, I don't think this is right, and they correct it. What would they do? They'll just print out another W-2. Is that how it works?
They would give you a corrected W-2.
Okay, a corrected W-2.
Then, like one of the options on there, once you go back and correct it, one of the options on there is to ask you, is this a corrected W-2, and you just go back and click that.
On TurboTax.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to write this clear. That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to write it. Is this a corrected W-2? Okay, on TurboTax. Okay. It's fresh. Okay, thank you. You have been
Pleasure.
once again you have been very helpful. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And this is what the call is going to give you a short survey based upon today's information
Okay.
and performance for you. So just please hold, and I'll get you right over. And thank you for choosing TurboTax. You guys have a great year. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay.
I'll do the survey.
Okay. It's February the 6th, 2025. Yeah, and I was talking to TurboTax. I'm Arrington-Bey, and this is Imani Great Bay.